And this is KBUK 104.9 LaGrange, Texas, and it's now time for the area basketball playoffs. Flatonia versus Evadale in Magnolia West High School. Standing by is Gary Dushek.
Well, thank you, Mike, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Magnolia West. We are very happy you folks are with us here tonight for this second-round matchup between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Evadale Rebels. Evadale is out of District 25 2A. They were the runner-up in that district, and they have a season record of 19 wins and 18 losses. Their by-district win was over Iola, 40-38. Flatonia Bulldogs, as we all know, having an outstanding season this year, 30-4, district champions out of District 28 2A. And they won their by-district matchup over Thrall, 89-56. Tonight, second-round game here at Magnolia. Boy, you're talking about a beautiful and a tremendously large school. Magnolia West High School. They've got basketball here going on tonight. They've got a soccer match and a baseball game all happening here this evening at the same time. These folks have been top-notch cooperative on anything and how they have everything set up here this evening. And so looking forward to this should be an entertaining ball game. Flatonia, as we like to know, likes to get up and down the floor and shoot a lot of threes, and they play a lot of kids. The Rebels, fairly young team. They only have 2 seniors on the team. And one of them starts, and then they also start 3 sophomores and a junior, and they are led scoring-wise by one of the sophomores. His name is Jaden Gravis, and he's averaging a little over 10 points a game. And their other leading scorer is another sophomore. His name is Warren Brewer, and he is averaging 11.7 points per ball game. So that's the 2 guys for them, and they are coached by Jason Wilkins, assisted by Kenneth Reidinger and Jay Buckner. Coach Chris Sodak, Coach Law, handling the chores for the Flatonia Bulldogs. Flatonia is the designated visiting team, the home team tonight. Visiting team, I guess it would be. Yes, they're wearing the maroon jerseys and shorts tonight. Evadale wearing white with blue and gold trim. And Flatonia right now has the edge in the crowd side. It's a pretty good little haul from Evadale to here at Magnolia. Evadale is about 25 miles northwest of Beaumont, right in the heart of the Texas timber country. They've known them for a lot of baseball playoff rounds against our schools in our area over the course of time. And tonight they meet on the basketball court. A lot of maroon here because Magnolia West predominant color is maroon, and all the seating is maroon. And there's maroon wall trim as well. So Flatonia ought to be right at home playing here with all the maroon that's in this building. They're fixing to get ready for introductions here in just a moment. The winner of our matchup here will take on the winner of Milano and Somerville, and they're playing tonight in Bryant, at Bryant High School. In the beginning, he scores on the Fayetteville Lion game, and they're starting right about now, too. They're down in Kennedy, and the Lions are taking on San Perlita. See what they decide to do first here as far as the pregame festivities. Flatonia is the only team left out of District 28-2 and the only team that survived the by-district round. Schulenburg suffered a loss to Hearn. Ganado was beaten in the first round. And the fourth team coming out of the district for the playoffs, Schulenburg, Flatonia, Sealamur Flatonia, along with Ganado, and the fourth team was Shiner. Shiner also dropping their first round game.
KBUK, LaGrange.
All right, here's the starters. First of all, for the visitors from Flatonia, senior guard Keyshawn Green, senior forward guard Camden Bozo, senior forward Holden Clazel, senior guard Luke Law, and senior center Jake Guyton. 5 senior starters for Flatonia: Green, Bozo, Clazel, Law, and Guyton. For Evadale, again under coach Jason Wilkins, they will start sophomore Jaden Gravis, sophomore Gary Farr, senior Anthony Patarasi, junior Ethan Buford, and sophomore Warren Brewer. And again, they're the home team tonight, wearing the white uniforms with blue and gold trim. Team does have a little bit of height. Jaden Gravis, the sophomore, their leading scorer. All righty, we'll take a break and we'll be back in 2 minutes to get our ball game underway here from Magnolia West.
Anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Have you been thinking of buying a new vehicle? Well, no problem. Go where you're treated like family, and that's at Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat in LaGrange. As an essential Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat dealership, they are dedicated to you first. Their staff by far outperforms any dealership in sales and service. They're friendly, courteous, compassionate, and probably family to many of you. That's why you're treated like family year-round. No fancy gimmicks or high markups, just good old hometown values, sales, and service. Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat is the #1 choice for all cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. You see their emblem on all the vehicles in town. That should say it all. Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat, a family tradition here in LaGrange. Check them out on Facebook and at their website and become a priority customer today. They are always excited and look forward to helping you find a great deal. Oviedo Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. They are better. They prove it every day.
Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
All righty, here we go. Underway here in Magnolia West. As Flatonia controls the tip, they get it out to Luke Law, the point guard. Keyshawn Green has it on the left. This is the 2-1-2 zone by Evadale. Cross-court pass over the top down to Bozel in the corner. Guyton down low. Clazel runs the lane, and Guyton finds him. And Holden Clazel lays it in for the first bucket. Full court pressure. Flatonia, like they always do. Brewer, one of the bigger players, is one of the guards. They get it across the timeline into the front court with Ethan Buford. In the corner on the right, Gravis. Cross-court pass back to the far side to Brewer. Guyton all over him. He hands it off to the zone, Ethan Buford. Flatonia playing man-to-man. Out front, here's Patarasi against Law. Kicks the pass down to the baseline, back out to the wing to Buford. Into the lane goes Gravis and lost it. And we get a whistle, and I think we're going to have a foul on Flatonia. The ball rolling to Gary Farr. And it's going to be Luke Law, I believe, whistle for the first foul of the ball game. 2 shots coming up here for Gary Farr, a sophomore guard. First one is off the mark, no good. All right, Farr shooting a second one, and that's good. 1 out of 2, first point of the night for Evadale, makes it a 2-1. They try to set up a trap. Flatonia throws the ball right over the top. Here's Law, right wing, out into the corner, over to Keyshawn Green. Going out to pick him up is Patarazzi. Back out to Law, back to Green in the far corner. Shoots a pass across the top of the zone to Bozo. Open 3, left side, good. Camden Bozo, so they beat the press. They zone, but this throwing over it from one side of the court to the other. Flatonia picking up full court. Here's Warren Brewer against Guyton on the far side. Guyton all over him. You got 2 of the bigger guys out there playing out front there. Here's Jaden Graves. Oh, bad pass. Intercepted by Clazel. Racing back the other way. Clazel with the left-hand dribble. Finds Bozo out on the top of the key and over to the right side to Keyshawn Green. Clazel at the high post into the corner for Bozo. 3 again is good. 6 quick ones for Camden Bozo. It is now 8-1 Flatonia. Keyshawn Green all over that point guard. Gravis sitting across the lost the dribble. Almost stolen by Flatonia to get it to Brewer. And the ball knocked out of bounds in by Luke Law. They try to get it into the corner to Anthony Patarazzi. All right, Ethan Buick's going to inbound it for the Rebels on the far sideline. They get it in and knocked out of bounds by Green, and it'll stay with Evadale. Flatonia just is in your hip pocket the whole game defensively as much as they pressure. All right, Warren Brewer's going to inbound it on the far side in the front court for them. He gets it into Gary Farr. He'll hand it off to guard Ethan Buford, one of the juniors. Over to the left, Farr. Into the corner is Gravis. Into the low post. They get it down to Brewer. He loses the dribble, and he's tied up, and the alternating possession is going to keep the ball with Evadale. All right, Flatonia now will set up the defense. Inbounds pass for Evadale along the baseline under their bucket. They stack it on the left side of the lane and break out of there. They get it outside to Farr by the far sideline. Here's Gravis against Keyshawn Green. Into the low post, Brewer loses it. Guyton all over him. Guyton comes out of there with it. He's racing up the floor. Takes on 2 defenders and puts the shot off the glass and misses, but he is fouled, and they'll go to the line for 2. That's going to be whistled against Gary Farr, his first team foul on Evadale, and at the line will be Jaden Guyton. First trip to the line for Flatonia. First one is up and good. Bulldogs up 9-1 here. We played about 2.5 minutes. All right, Guyton with another one. Up and made them both. First 2 of the night for Jaden Guyton. The score 10-1. Flatonia again, full court pressure. Trying to trap possibly. Gravis near sideline into the front court to Buford. Ball's on him. Buford into the right corner for Gravis. Shoots a pass over the top of everybody to the left side over to Patarazzi. Almost lost it. The ball tipped away by Keyshawn. Goes right to Law. Back to Keyshawn. Breakaway layup score. Pressing defense turns into a bucket. Back the other way we go. Back into the corner. Here's Brewer. 3-point attempt over the Guyton. No good. Rebound to the near sideline. Goes out of bounds and off of Evadale right into the Flatonia bench. And the Bulldogs get the ball back. And they're letting them play very aggressive defense here early, these 3 officials. It's 12-1 Flatonia. Under 5 to go in the first quarter. Right corner. On the sideline is Keyshawn Green on the far side. He'll dribble it back out a little ways, but still near the far sideline. Now takes the dribble, gets around Patarazzi, kicks it back out front to Law, here to the left corner, open again Bozo, a little short from the 3-point line. Rebound cleared by Farr for Evadale, and he gets it up the court to the right side to Jaden Gravis. Gravis out front. Now they only scored 40 points in their last win. They're Pass goes into the left corner to Patarazzi. Three-pointer. That's off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. And last touch by Keyshawn Green, and to go out of bounds back to Evadale under the bucket. All right, Evadale sets up a double high, double low on the inbound. They break out of it. Brewer into the corner, back out to the wing. To Gravis. He goes cross court, then passes off the hands and out of bounds of Patarazzi. Another turnover. Goes back to Flatonia. 12-1 with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs controlling the tempo here. All right, here's Law into the front court against the zone to the right side, over to Green, dribbles down the sideline toward the corner, picked up the dribble into the low post. Guyton back out to Green. Three-pointer is short. Long rebound tipped out into the corner and controlled by Warren Brewer of Evadale, and back come the Rebels. Up the right side. Gravis, Keyshawn right in and picks his pocket and takes it in and scores. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Wilkins has seen enough of the press. 14-1 Flatonia, 3:46 left in the first quarter. Back to Magnolia West in 30 seconds.
The Flatonia Family Health Center is improving lives through health and wellness, offering quality care and programs in a caring, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person visits are available. So call the Flatonia Family Health Center at 361-865-3302, conveniently located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is happy to be a part of tonight's broadcast, wishing the Bulldogs good luck.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop. Tex Propane is proud to be a part of this broadcast.
All right, back to play we go. Evadale's got the ball, right side pass into the corner, and three-pointer good by Ethan Buford. That's their first bucket of the ball game. Still down, though. Flatonia up 14-3, 3.5 left in the opening quarter. Here's Keyshawn Green in the far corner. Shoots a pass cross court here to Dayton Cliff, who just came into the game. Hits it into the high post to Clazel. Back outside from Wall. For Keyshawn Green, three-pointer no good. Rebound to Evadale. And back comes Warren Brewer into the front court. Brewer, one of the taller players, is a guard. All right, Jaden Gravis just kind of shoved Green out of the way. No whistle there. Back into the corner. Gravis has it. Three-point attempt. Baseline. In and out. Tough break there. And the rebound controlled by Jaden Guyton, and gets it out to Luke Lawhope, bringing up the court on the far side into the front court with 2:45 left in the quarter. Dayton Cliff on the left side. High post over to Holden Clazel. The jumper from the right side of the lane is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Evadale. All right, Jaden Gravis in the midcourt area still has Green right with him. He gets the screen. Pick and roll back to Gary Farr into the corner. Three-point attempt. Air ball by Buford. Rebound to Luke Law. He gets whacked across the arm. Kept the dribble, though. 3-on-3. Finds Guyton, and that shot is blocked from behind, but he's also fouled, and he'll be at the line for two. The foul whistle against Jaden Gravis. Going to be his first, and two shots coming for Jaden Guyton. 2 points for him, both on free throws. LaGrange has a new athletic director and head football coach. Kyle Cooper was officially hired this evening by the LaGrange School Board. Coach Cooper was at Ponder up in North Texas for the last 2 years. And the first free throw good for Guyton, and he likes to throw the football. They averaged 46 points a game there last year. So Coach Kyle Cooper, the new AD and head coach at LaGrange. All right, second free throw off the mark by Guyton. The rebound cleared by Evadale. Back into the front court will be Jaden Gravis. Gravis near side with Keyshawn on him. He tried to hand it off to Devin Terrell, who came into the game and to make a pass back, and Luke Law knocks the pass into the Flatonia bench. He'll stay with Evadale on the near side. Buford will try to get it in. Gets it in to Gravis. It went off his foot and rolled right out of bounds. Another turnover. Flatonia makes you play fast. Evadale also has Dylan Wells and another sophomore in to play the guard spot. Keyshawn Green is on the right with the dribble against Wells. Back out front to Luke Law. Back over to Green. One dribble. Pass cross court here to Dayton Cliff. Angle three-pointer from the left. No good. Keyshawn scores for the rebound. He got fouled from behind on the rebound, but the ball went out of bounds. No whistle on the foul, but it was knocked out of bounds by Evadale. And Flatonia keeps it along the baseline. Luke Law, they inbound it. Flips it out here to Holden Clazel. Back to the right side. Cliff into the corner. Law on the right. At the high post, Clazel gets back out to Law. Picks up the dribble at the top of the key. Over to Holden Clazel. That's a three-pointer from the right side, and he nails one. Holden Clazel from the right wing. He's got 5, and the lead is 18-4 for Flatonia here in the first quarter. Right side pass, Devin Terrell into the lane, kicks it out into the corner to Wells. Back out front it goes to Buford, and he's foul, making a move toward the bucket, and it's going to be Dayton Cliff with the foul call. First on Cliff. Out of bounds to Evadale. It's only the second foul on Flatonia. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the quarter. Dribble in the far corner. Almost lost by Evadale. Picking up the loose ball and working the baseline is Raven, but he stepped out of bounds. Very good defense over there by Jaden Gaitan. Forced him along the sideline and made him step out of bounds. Bulldogs have it. Luke Law walking up the right side. Now he picks up the speed a little bit as he crosses the timeline against this zone. 2-3 zone. Cliff Law back to the left side. Duke Sodek's in the game at the high post. Now is Bozel out to the right corner for Cliff. Three-pointer good again. Well, they make that zone, and they won't get out of the zone. Back the other way quickly. Comes layup attempt by Devin Terrell is no good. The rebound no good. And the rebound cleared by Luke Law. 21 forward into the low post. Guyton, and he lost the dribble out of bounds, trying to work his way around the defender, and it's a turnover back to Evadale. 4 threes in the quarter for Flatonia. Clock running with 22 seconds to go. It's 21-4. Gravis walks it up against Law. Shoots a pass to the far left over to Buford into the corner. Terrell making it, try to get it into the high post. Hit back out into the corner to Brewer. Down to 5. Brewer along the baseline. The jumper, no good. Rebound. Luke Law got fouled. Well, they're just not calling any fouls, and that ball went out of bounds with a half a second left. They get it in bounds, and ball will launch one before the buzzer. About 3/4 of the court, well short. But a really good first quarter for Flatonia. Bulldogs 21, the Rebels 4. Back to Magnolia West in 60 seconds.
For over 50 years, S&S Grain Incorporated in Flatonia has been a family-owned and operated company. They transport grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a reliable trucking company, so if you need a load of grain to be transported or to be picked up, call them at 361-865-3585. S&S Grain Incorporated supports the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they are proud to be a part of this broadcast. Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg treats each customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those expectations. At Chuck Brown Ford, their reputation is your guarantee. They're located at 315 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road. The showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Chuck Brown Ford is happy to be a part of this broadcast.
All right, here we go. Second quarter. Flatonia gets the ball in the alternating positions. Keyshawn Green running the point into the right corner. Cliff. Keyshawn now has it back out near the boundary. Still with the dribble. Back to Cliff in the corner at the high post. Bozo down low. He finds Guyton underneath. Pass deflected though by Brewer. Loose ball picked up by Guyton, and he missed the follow up. And there's a putback by Camden Bozo. So they're letting them play under the bucket Boza with 8. Back quickly the other way comes Devin Terrell with Guyton on him. Has him pinned up against the near sideline. Gets it to Buford. Back to Terrell into the far left corner over to Dylan Wells. Now in the corner is Devin Terrell. Flatonia playing man-to-man. Another new player in for them is Talon Bennett. Left corner. Here's a three-point attempt by Terrell. Good. Devin Terrell from three-point range. His first bucket from the baseline. 1 minute into the second quarter. It's now 23-7 for Flatonia. Here's Keyshawn's left side pass to Duke Sodek. Back out front to Keyshawn. He gets hand-checked by Devin Terrell, and they call the foul on that one finally. A little bit too much of a push. And Terrell's first, third-team foul on Evadale. They bring back two of their starters, Patarazzi and Farr, in for Brewer. He'll leave for the first time, and Wells. Flatonia's going to come back in with Clazel and Keegan Green here in a moment. Boza at the high post, into the corner from Cliff, three-pointer, off the back iron, long rebound, run down along the basebound by Guyton. Gets it back out front to Cliff at the high post. Boza, one dribble into the corner, near side to Duke Sodek as Buford comes out on him into the low post. Guyton double teamed out there, back to Sodek, pump fake. Back, he tried to get it back to Guyton, intercepted. Back turnover, back the other way, races Devin Terrell, and he takes it in and scored and got it around Keyshawn Green. Terrell now with 5 points here in the quarter. 23-9 now for Flatonia. 2 minutes into the quarter. Guyton wide open underneath. A great look by Dayton Cliff for the assist, and Guyton lays it in. And he now has 5 and a quick timeout by Coach Wilkins. He does not like his defense. 25-9 Flatonia. 6 minutes left in the half. This is going to be a 30-second timeout. Make it a 60-second timeout.
It's tax season. Time to call David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service for professional help and assistance in preparing your personal or business taxes. They're up to date on the tax laws and how they affect your return. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service will also handle your accounting and payroll needs. To better serve you, they have 2 offices, one in Flatonia. Call 361-865-2301 and the other in Shiner. Call 361-594-8160. And they are proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank, offering traditional banking that is here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations, so that we can build a better community together. So join Flatonia National Bank in supporting our local youth at tonight's game. Wishing the best of luck to the Flatonia Bulldogs. Please visit Flatonia National Bank in person or online at fnbshiner.com. Flatonia National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, back to play we go. Evadale's basketball into the corner on the right side is Devin Terrell, and he gets it knocked out of bounds off the hands of Holden Clazel, who came in at the break. Keegan Green is also in now for Flatonia. Guyton is left for a breather. So did Cliff. It's Sodek. They get it inbounds, almost lost it. And the loose ball picked up by Patarazzi. Patarazzi gets it out. Flatonia is just harassing these guys everywhere. Into the corner, left side 2-3 is no good by Bennett. Rebound to Keyshawn Green. He races up the floor on the right side. Holds up. They knock it away from him. There's a little reach-in foul there. We've seen a lot worse that wasn't called on that one, but that time Flatonia got the benefit of a close call on Talon Bennett. That'll be his first, and it's out of bounds to Flatonia. 14 fouls on the Rebels, 2 on Flatonia. All right, Luke Law runs the point, heads his left side here to Keegan Green on the wing. Back up front to Law, back to Green. Open 3 is in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gary Farr, and he probably got fouled by Clazel. Back the other way, up the right side is Ethan Buford. Over to the left is Bennett. A runner into the lane, a half hook shot off the glass. Rebound to Keegan Green. He gets it off to Keyshawn. Keyshawn down the center of the court. Under 5 to go in the first half. 25-9 Flatonia. Here's Law on the right side. It's a high post Clazel. He gets fouled twice, and the second one gets called on the shot attempt, and they'll go to the line for 2. And that's going to be Talon Bennett, his second. And at the line, Holden Clazel. And we're going to time out. 4:50 to go in the half. Bulldogs 25, Rebels 9. This is a Flatonia timeout. And this is going to be a 30-second break.
Hullab Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit hullabrealestate.com.
Thank you, Mike. Welcome back to Magnolia West. Bulldogs have been in control of this game from the outset. Holden Clazel at the line, shooting 2 shots here. And the first one is good. So far, Flatonia 4 out of 5 at the line. All right, Jaden Guyton will come back in for Keegan Green now. So Guyton will be out there along with Keyshawn Green, Clazel, Law, and Bozel. Starting 5 is back out there for Flatonia. Clazel's second one, back iron, no good. Rebound tipped over, controlled by Green, and they'll reset the offense. Keyshawn on the right side, hands it off to Luke Law. To the left side of wing, Bozel still in that zone. Back out front. Law back to Bozel on the left at the high post. Clazel back out to Bozel. They got him open and he off the iron. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Gary Farr. Back quickly comes Evadale on the break. Stop and pop, pull up jumper from the free throw line is good by Anthony Paterazzi. 3-on-2 break, and they got the jumper for the bucket. Makes it 26-11 Flatonia. Keyshawn Green on the far right side. Shoots a pass back here to the left to Bozel. Back out front to Law. Back to Bozel. In this 2-3 zone set up for Evadale. All right. Law still has it. Here's Holden Clazel. 3-pointer left wing. A little short. Raise the iron. Rebound rolling around. Still rolling. Nobody control it. Green. Clazel gets it back. Hands it off to Green. 3-pointer right side. No good. Bozel fights for the rebound, but it's pulled down by Jaden Gravis. And they also, I think they got to get a foul. No, it's a tie ball, alternating possession. And it goes back to Evadale. They could have called a foul on Bozel, maybe going over the back, but they did not. All right, full court pressure by Flatonia, working it up the floor. Warren Brewer, the sophomore, he's got Guyton all over him. And they called Guyton with the hand check with the forearm on his hip. That's probably good. Good call there. First foul on Jaden. Out of bounds to Flatonia, their 13th foul. They get it into the backcourt to Devin Terrell. Terrell against Clazel on the left side. Gets a screen and stolen by Clazel. Clazel races back the other way. The shot was blocked, but he got hacked across the wrist. No whistle. Back quickly the other way comes Gravis at the free throw line. And he passed it to himself. Yeah, he sure did. Went up for the shot and lost control of it and came down with it. Well, they're missing a lot of obvious foul. They're just not calling them. All right, Flatonia will walk it up the court with a 15-point lead. 3:10 to go. Here's Law into the right side by the sideline. Keyshawn back here to the left of Bozel. Down low on that side. Guyton kicks it back out to the far side over for Keyshawn for 3. Good. They get the lane, the zone over to one side, and they hit that back side is wide open. And Keyshawn with his 5 points now, they lead 18. Back quickly comes Jaden Gravis. Hands it off to Anthony Paterazzi. The 2-pointer came from the right side of the lane. No good. Rebound holding Clazel. Clazel and Guyton. Guyton takes it up, and he's fouled by Brewer. And Guyton will go to the line to shoot 2 off the fast break. First foul on Brewer. And Jaden Guyton at the line for 2 shots. This will be his 5th and 6th free throw of the game, and he misses the first one. All right, Dayton Cliff coming in for Flatonia for Bozel. Back in for Evadale is Ethan Buford. Another free throw for Guyton. Second one off the back iron, 2 on. Clazel with the had it momentarily. Now the ball loose. Guyton fights forward with 3 Rebels, and they tie it up, and Flatonia gets the ball on the alternating possession. 2:33 to go in the first half. All Flatonia right now, 29-11. Their pressing defense has been a major issue here for the Rebels. They get it inbounds to Clazel in the corner. Back out front on the left side, Keyshawn Green. Green has it. Law here on the left. Gets this zone. Puts up the 3. Short. And finding a hole in the lane for the rebound was Holden Clazel, but he missed the follow-up and then tried to grab it the second time, and it went out of bounds off of him, and it'll go back to to Evadale. All right, Evadale against the press. In the backcourt, Jaden Gravis. Gravis up the sideline. Guyton tries to cut him off and does. They shoot a pass back over to the far side to Brewer. He'll launch the 3 there. That's off the mark. Holden Clazel gets the rebound. Races out of there with it down the left side. Clazel works the baseline. Picks it up. Out front to Cliff. Pump fake. He traveled with it. No whistle. Put up the shot. No good. Clazel tips the rebound out to Keyshawn Green, who corrals it here on the near sideline. A lot of second chances for Flatonia. Here's Clazel from the right. Long range and good by the sideline. Flatonia's getting every loose ball. Clazel with 9. The lead is 32-11 for Flatonia. 1:35 to go in the half, and they just threw it out of bounds, and the Bulldogs get it back. All right, Duke Sodek is in for Keyshawn Green. They control the tempo. Ball crosses the timeline. Under a minute and a half, he'll pull up for the 3 at the top. In and out, no good. Rebound cleared by Gary Farr, and back comes the Rebels. Gravis up the right side. Gets a screen from Farr, the pick and roll. Farr takes it in and scores on the pick and roll. That looked pretty good there. Gary Farr now with 3 points, his first bucket. All right, Law has it. We're fixing to go to a minute to go in the half. Cliff on the far right side, back out front to Law. Back to Cliff. At the high post, Clazel, right side of the lane. Back to Cliff. Open 3 baseline. Little long. Rebound tipped around and last touch by Duke Sodek, and it'll go back to Evadale. $50 to go. Here in the half. 16 fouls on Evadale, 3 on Flatonia. Keyshawn Green is going to come back in, it looks like. He's going to come in from Wall. Scoring for Flatonia pretty well spread out. Full court pressure, as always. They get it inbounds to Jaden Gravis. Gravis works it up against Green. He'll take it up the left side. Green with the lime green shoes, and there's an offensive foul on the screen. Yeah, that was an easy one. Gary Farr came up with a pretty solid moving pick there. Second foul on Farr. Offensive foul. The ball out of bounds to Flatonia. Yeah, you don't shoot the fouls on the offensive foul. All right, Keyshawn Green brings it up. Left wing over to Sodek. Pump fake, high post. Try to get it to Guyton and knocked away from behind, and it's a turnover back to Evadale. Up the right side into the corner is Paterazzi. Finds Brewer running the lane. Layup, no good. Rebound Farr. Kicks it back outside for Gravis for 3. No good. And Jaden Guyton high for the rebound, and he's getting grabbed and pulled everywhere. They take it away from him. Here's a shot by Gravis, and now we're going to finally get a foul called. And, boy, they missed a lot of things on the rebound. Flatonia fans ain't liking them. They called Guyton with a foul on the shot attempt. It is brutally physical under the basket. Second foul on Guyton. Free throws for Jaden Gravis. Shooting 2. And he's good. All right, Law back in. Keegan Green back in for Sodek and Guyton. 7.84 seconds left in the half. Bulldogs up 32-14. Another free throw here for Gravis. And that's going to be good. Made them both. Law gets it in quickly. 6 seconds. Law across the timeline. 5. Law still has it. Near side for Cliff. They got to get it up. Cliff gets it up, and he got fouled on the three-point attempt before the buzzer. He's going to shoot 3 shots. Well, the one time they called the foul on the three-point, and he got hit pretty good there. And that's 3 shots coming up here for Dayton Cliff, as the shot was away before the buzzer. And I think the foul was whistled against Buford. So the first one for Cliff, no good. Now, this is the tough part. You shoot a free throw here with no time on the clock. Nobody's on the lane. He's just kind of standing out there by himself. Second one is good. Got one more. And the last one for Cliff, made 2 out of 3. And that officially will end the first half. The Bulldogs in control here over the Evadale Rebels at halftime at Magnolia West. It's Flatonia 34. Evadale 15, and again, Flatonia with very balanced scoring. Nobody in double figures. Clazel with 9, Bozel with 8 for Evadale. Devin Terrell leads the way with 5 points. They've only got 15, and we are at halftime. It's all Flatonia. We'll take a break for about 6 or 7 minutes or so. Mike's got some news and some words from our fine sponsors. We'll be back with the second half here in a few minutes.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikulinka, Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikulinka, Custom Builder Incorporated, 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
At Colorado Valley Telephone Cooperative, enhancing the quality of life for our members is our mission. That means investing in higher education for our local students. My name is Caitlin, a Customer Relations Assistant here at CVCTX. We are, once again, pleased to offer $5,000 scholarships to approximately 10 area students who reside in a cooperative member household. Applications are being accepted now through April 3rd. For complete scholarship details, visit cvctx.com/education. Colorado Valley Communications, where connections matter.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. This is Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. Our sale is every Monday starting at 11:30 a.m. We, the Ronnie Beck family, have been serving the Fayette County and surrounding area for over 40 years. Family is what our business is based on, and we take pride in serving you. Selling your livestock is our business. We receive livestock 7 days a week. Our receiving pens are conveniently located here in LaGrange by the River Bridge at the old LaGrange Livestock. Come by and see us. For all your hauling needs, call Ron Beck Jr. at 361-772-4806 or Chris Bomba at 512-304-8688 or Charles Zappalak at 979-702-0311. We also have receiving pens in Ellinger and Bernardo. We would like to thank all our customers for your continued business. Thank you, the Ronnie Beck family.
J. Bar Beef Foods has production plants in Welder and Weimar, and they offer quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations. To learn more, visit their website, jbfoods.com. That's J. Bar Beef Foods, proudly serving the area since 1959. Family owned and operated by the Janechka family. J. Bar Beef Foods is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Texas. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Have you been thinking of buying a new vehicle? Well, no problem. Go where you're treated like family, and that's at Oviedo, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in LaGrange. As an essential Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat dealership, they are dedicated to you first. Their staff by far outperforms any dealership in sales and service. They're friendly, courteous, compassionate, and probably family to many of you. That's why you're treated like family year-round. No fancy gimmicks or high markups, just good old hometown values, sales, and service. Oviedo, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat is the #1 choice for all cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. You see their emblem on all the vehicles in town. That should say it all. Oviedo, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram Fiat, a family tradition here in LaGrange. Check them out on Facebook and at their website and become a priority customer today. They are always excited and look forward to helping you find a great deal. Oviedo, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram Fiat. They are better. They prove it every day.
All righty, welcome back to Magnolia West. The Bulldogs up 34-19. Foul situation. Flatonia's in great shape. They only had 4 fouls called on them in the first half. Evadale's got 2 guys with 2 fouls, Gary Farr and Talon Bennett. And again, other news tonight, LaGrange has a new AD and head football coach. His name is Kyle Cooper. He was at Ponder High School up in North Texas the last 2 years. Had a record there of 10-13 for those 2 years. And this past year, they averaged 44 points a game. From what I understand, he really likes to throw it a lot. He had 14 years under his belt as a head coach with a career coaching record of 70-80. He spent most of that 12 of those 14 years as a head coach at Gatesville. Prior going to Ponder, he served as an assistant for a couple of years at Mount Vernon under Art Briles. And he has taken teams to the playoffs 5 times during his 14 years as a head coach. That was in winning district 1 year back in 2012, and they went 13-1. That would have been at Gatesville. So Kyle Cooper, the new AD and head football coach at LaGrange, selected from some 120 applicants. So all the Fayette County head football jobs have now been filled. And we're about ready to get ready for the second half here. The Bulldogs trying to close this thing out and get to the regional quarterfinal round next week against either Milano or Somerville, and their game may be close to being over. They started a little earlier at Bryan High School. And the officials are back on the court. Flatonia will go left to right as we watch here. They're sitting behind the fences here this evening, and all the crowd is on the far side. So there's plenty of room on that other side. I mean, the other side is about twice as high as the section that I'm sitting in. And here we go. The second half is underway. The ball belonging to Evadale. Here's a three-pointer from the right wing, short by Brewer, and the rebound cleared by Keyshawn Green, and back comes Flatonia. Ball up the right side. Brewer comes out on him. He shoots a pass across back to the left. Bozo, they get the zone out there quickly at the high post. Clazel gets a Raz, kicks it out here to the wing. Ball takes it to the free throw line, out to the left side to Bozo for 3, and again, they get that zone, shift it over to one side, and they burn him again. Bozo with his third 3, he's got 11. First player in double figures. Here's a lazy pass, intercepted by Keyshawn Green. He'll take it the other way and lay it in and score. 5 quick points for Flatonia. They lead it 39-15. In the left corner is Patarazzi. Brings it back out front, picks up the dribble, looks for help, gets it over to Ethan Buford. Buford here to the left side, Gary Farr, back out to Brewer out front. The top, Ethan Buford, right side of the lane, kicks it out to the wing, taking it into the lane is Gravis. Scoop shot, no good, rebound clear by Luke Law, and back the other way. Law pushes it down the center of the court, 3-on-4, kicks it over to Guyton, open for the layup. They didn't have the numbers, but they got the layup. Guyton now with 7, and they've opened up a 41-15 lead, a minute and a half into the third quarter. Here's Warren Brewer. Flatonia has much more depth. Brewer, double team, Farr almost knocked the player over, takes it into the corner. Jumper by Ethan Buford, no good. Rebound to Keyshawn Green. And Green will bring it up the right side. Gets Brown one man. Pass over to the left side. Clazel kicks it back out front to Law. Over to the left wing. Bozo back to Clazel at the free throw line at the high post. Gets through the defense. Got bumped by Brewer. No foul. He got his own rebound, and he scores on the putback. Holden Clazel with 11. Him and Bozo each with 11. The lead is 43-15. All right, here is Gravis. Gets it over to Farr. Into the left corner, and out with it, Anthony Patarazzi. Law's on him. Patarazzi picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Farr. Back out front. Intercepted pass across the lane. Here goes Clazel the other way. Layup score. and we're going to get a timeout. The Bulldogs are blowing this thing wide open. They've outscored them to start the half by a count of 9-0, and they now lead it by 30. 45-15 Flatonia. 5:31 to go in the third. Back in 30 seconds.
Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, Flatonia up by 30 here now with 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Full court pressure, maybe not quite as aggressive as a while ago. As Jaden Gravis walks it up the floor now against Keyshawn Green. Man-to-man. Gets a screen from Brewer. They give it back to Brewer. An errant pass could have been intercepted. Now the loose ball is still loose. Picked up by Bennett, and he gets a layup. Boy, there was people flying all over the place going after that loose ball, and Bennett picked it up and gets the layup. That's his first bucket. Here's Law into the front court working against Dylan Wells, one of their sophomores. Law still has it out near midcourt on the near side. Now back here to the right. Here's Keyshawn Green. Keyshawn shoots a pass through the zone over to Keegan Green on the far side. That three-pointer no good. Bozo with the rebound. Back out front it comes to Keyshawn. Keyshawn on the right, and he just had it knocked out of bounds by Dylan Wells, who was on him pretty tightly there. But Flatonia keeps it here right at the end of their bench on this near sideline. Going to flip it out to midcourt to Luke Law. Law to the left over to Keegan Green on the wing. Back out front to Law. Law still has it. Now kicks it into the corner here to Keyshawn. Back across court to Keegan Green. Back out front to Law. Back to Keyshawn, making this zone go from one side of the floor to the other. Keyshawn back out to Law again. High post, Clay's the left. One dribble, lost it in the lane, but ball rolls out to Law. Out to Keyshawn in the corner for three, in and out. Rebound pulled down on the offside by Jaden Gravis. And Gravis takes it back up the right side for Evadale. Gets it over to Warren Brewer into the lane. A lot of steps, shot off the glass, does not go in. Gets his own rebound and saves it out to the wing over to Terrell. Shoots a pass back here to the left side over to Talon Bennett. And Bennett, a little too quick with the dribble, traveled with it. That's a turnover back to Flatonia. They have a lot of sophomores on the floor right now. One, two, three that I can four. I think all five of these guys are sophomores out there for Evadale right now. We have 3:51 left in the third. It's 45-17 Flatonia. The lead was 34-15 at the half. Full court pressure, almost a steal on the inbound. They get it up the floor though. Flatonia. Here's Holden Clazel on the left. Into trouble, kicks it back out front to Bozo. Quick pass over to the left side over to Keegan, back out to Bozo. A long three at the top, no good. Rebound out to Wells. The outlet pass goes up the right side to Devin Terrell. Back here to the left is Bennett. Back out front, the ball deflected by Keegan Green. Off he goes, and he gets fouled on the layup attempt from behind by Devin Terrell. He stopped the layup, and Terrell picks up the foul. And Keegan to be at the line. That's Keegan Green shooting two shots. He scored two tonight. Flatonia's going to come in here with Guyton, Cliff, and Sodak here between the free throws. First one from Keegan is good. All right. Bozo comes off. Law comes off. Guyton is going to come off as soon as I have a feeling as soon as Keegan shoots this free throw. It's good again. Keegan Green now with 4 points. He'll leave, and Jaden Guyton is back into the ball game. All right. Evadale with possession. Left side, Jaden Gravis into the corner. Over to Wells, down low to Brewer. Turnaround jumper on the low post. He's off the mark, but he's fouled. Very call on Jaden Guyton, and that'll be two shots here now for Brewer. That's Jaden's third foul of the night. That's the first team foul of the half against Flatonia. And Warren Brewer shooting 2 free throws here. One of their leading scorers has not scored tonight until just now. He made that first free throw. Very warm and humid here in Magnolia this evening. Second one good. Two in a row for Warren Brewer. They're picking up full court now. They get it into Keyshawn. Keyshawn getting harassed in the backcourt there. Throws over the press to Cliff. Finds Guyton under the basket who can't corral it and kicks it out of bounds and it goes back to Evadale. Well, that time the Evadale press created a turnover. Flatonia extends this half full court defense. Gravis up against Keyshawn Green. Keyshawn right with him. Gravis still has it. Left side pass goes here on the wing to Bennett. Into the low post. Brewer tries to back in Guyton. Low post move is off the iron, no good. They get the rebound. Bennett in the lane. Lost it. Keyshawn comes out of there with it. Up the floor to Blaisdell. And Holden misses the layup. Short on the layup. Might have got foul. Rebound back to Evadale. And they get a breakaway fast break with Jaden Gravis with the bucket. 47-21, 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 26. Keyshawn behind the back dribble gets through the defense here into the front court. Right side, Clay's a long three, good. Nothing but net right in front of the Flatonia bench for Holden Clazel, who has 7 in the quarter now and a total of 16 in the game. And the lead is 29, 50-21. All right. Here comes Evadale back into the front court. Dylan Wells gets behind the defense and gets a layup, his first bucket. Under 2 minutes left in the quarter, and Keyshawn just got fouled in the backcourt by Dylan Wells, and it'll be out of bounds to Flatonia. That's Wells' first foul. All right, Bozel and Law back in for Flatonia. Blaisdell comes off, and Keyshawn Green comes off, and they'll bring back Farr and Trevin Wright back in for Evadale as Brewer and Buford lead. All right. Law brings it up, gets harassed by Dylan Wells. Try to trap him in midcourt. Law still has the dribble. Then back off the trap. Finds Bozel at the high post. Back to Law. Into the low post. Under the basket. Wide open is Jaden. He got fouled, but the shot wouldn't go down, and he'll shoot 2. Ball just hung on the rim and rolled off. The foul whistle against Trevor White, his first, and 2 shots here for Jaden Guyton. This will be free throw number 7 and 8 for him. He's made 3 out of 6. And he misses the first. He hit the first 3 in a row, and now he's missed 4 in a row. I guess that would be a streak shooter. All right, one more free throw for Guyton. He's got 7. And that one is too hard. Rebound pulled down by Gary Farr, and back goes Evadale. Minute and a half left in the third. Here's Trevin Wright against Law into the front court. Pulls up gets it into the low post area for Farr. Kicks it out into the corner for a three-pointer by Wright at the side of the backboard. Nobody can corral the rebound. Finally, Evadale does, and the shot is no good by Wells. And the rebound cleared by Jaden Cliff, and he's fouled in the backcourt. And I believe that's going to be Ethan Brewer, I think, got called for the foul. Out of bounds to Flatonia. Up by 27 here in the third quarter. 1:10 to go. Off the near sideline. Wells trying to stay with him, giving him a little trouble. Flips the pass over to Duke Sodak on the far side of the front court. Back to Law. Back out front. Going under a minute here in the third. Law still has it. A lot of dribble in here, but they're not really pressing him, so he can keep doing that. He moves in and goes back out into the lane. Kicks it out to Sodak. Three-pointer left side, a little short. Rebound, Bozel tips it out of it, and it's picked up, and we get a tie ball as Bozel and Jaden Gravis tie it up, and Flatonia gets it back on the alternating possession with 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Flatonia up by 27. Law to inbound it into the corner. Sodak dribbles toward the lane, kicks it out, intercepted by Ethan Buford. And that's going to be an uncontested layup off the turnover for Buford. He's got 5. 30 seconds left. Bulldogs up 25. The biggest lead was 30. Here's Law trying to trap. Has the pass batted back into his face. He gets it across the timeline to Bozel. Then tries to bounce pass one through the lane to Guyton. Intercepted by Graves. Up the court, they come on a fast break. The The official kept it in play for a while. Guy picked up the loose ball. It's just nuts. Up to Bozo, long pass, overthrows Dayton Cliff. I'm kind of glad that was an ugly sequence for both teams there for about 20 seconds. Evadale will get it out of bounds with 6 seconds to go. They got to go the length of the floor here. Buford will go into half court. It's intercepted and knocked down by Law, and he gets fouled for no reason by Dylan Wells with 4 seconds left. So Flatonia will get a chance here at the buzzer. Sodek will leave, and they'll bring in Holden Clazel. Bozo will inbound it in midcourt with 4.3 seconds to go. Into Clazel with the dribble into the lane. The floater is up off the mark. No good. Rebound, and that's it. Quarter number 3 got a little ugly there toward the end, just controlling the ball, but Flatonia's in control. They lead Evadale 50-25. 8 minutes to go here in Magnolia, back in 60 seconds.
The Flatonia Family Health Center is improving lives through health and wellness, offering quality care and programs in a caring, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person visits are available. So call the Flatonia Family Health Center at 361-865-3302, conveniently located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is happy to be a part of tonight's broadcast, wishing the Bulldogs good luck.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop. Tex Propane is proud to be a part of this broadcast.
All right, fourth quarter underway here. Evadale's got the basketball. They just turned it over and threw it out of bounds, and Flatonia gets it back. They had a lead. The Bulldogs had a lead of 34-15 at the half. That was 19 points. They had it up to, they just threw it away. Here's a steal by Gravis. Missed the layup. To put back up and good by Anthony Paterazzi. And Flatonia throws it away again, and now they throw it away. It is turnover after turnover. Bozo with the interception. They need to slow this thing down here and just not get sloppy about it. Coach Sodek's even off the bench now. Here's Bozo out front to Luke Law. Lost his footing and lost the dribble, and it went out of bounds. Flatonia was up by 19 at the half. They had it up to 30 in the third. They lead now by 23, and Coach Sodek is going to call a timeout here. We need to settle this thing down here. 7:22 left, 50-27 Flatonia. 30-second break. Be back.
For over 50 years, S&S Grain Incorporated in Flatonia has been a family-owned and operated company. They transport grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a reliable trucking company, so if you need a load of grain to be transported or to be picked up, call them at 361-865-3585. S&S Grain Incorporated supports the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they are proud to be a part of this broadcast.
All right, well, here we go. Back to play here. Ball belongs to Evadale. Into the corner. Pass to Buford. Three-pointer good. Ethan Buford nails the three. He's got 8. That's the second three of the night. Full court pressure, man. It's desperation time for Evadale. Their season is about over. Here's Keyshawn up the court. Oh, tough scoop, underhand layup, parallel to the basket, goes off the glass, and he scores. He's got 9. Back over to the right side is Brewer into the corner. Another three-point attempt there by Buford, no good. Law with the rebound, and he races out of there with it. Gets it knocked away from behind. The ball loose and picked up by Buford. Up the court to Jaden Gravis on the right side. Gravis around Green into the lane, kicks it into the corner for Paterazzi's three. Good again. All of a sudden, they're getting hot. Flatonia's getting a little errant with the ball here. Paterazzi with 7. Keyshawn Green in the front. He got fouled a couple of times here. Gets the pass to Clazel. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound on the floor, and that's going to be what they call a tie ball, but I think that outside official is going to call a foul on Guyton coming over the back. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. Yep, I think the foul is going to, that foul is going to override the, if they called a foul on Guyton, he came over the back. And that'll be his third, or make that his fourth, and the ball belongs to Evadale as they've cut it down to 19 again. Flatonia's turning the ball over way too much, and Evadale is playing now, but just like there is no tomorrow, this reckless abandon now, trying to get every hand they can on the ball. And the officials haven't called a lot of fouls on that press, so they may as well do it. Flatonia's still picking up full court here, man to man. Warren Brewer inbounded. Gets it into the near corner to Gravis. They got to go to the length of the floor. Gravis against Keyshawn. Gravis into the front court. Keyshawn knocks it away from behind, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Evadale under their bucket. All right, Gravis, the inbounded under the basket. Puts it all the way out front to Gary Farr. Back to Gravis near side. Thought about the three. Pull-up jumper baseline good. Pretty smooth little shot there by Jaden Gravis. He's got 6, and the lead is 17 now for Flatonia. They had it up to 30. Near side is Keyshawn Green in front of the Flatonia bench. Couple of dribbles. Gets around the defense. He's getting shoved around a little bit more. They're just not calling any fouls. Here's Green from 3. Good. That may set things back a little bit. Keyshawn from the left side. He now has 12, and the lead is 20 with 5.5 to go. Green in the backcourt. Almost steals it. The ball loose. Picked up by Evadale, and they fight for it. Green and Gravis and the Flatonia fans over there ain't liking what's going on the floor right now with their physical play. And we're going to get a timeout. I think Coach Chris Sodak wants to slow this thing down. The timeout was called by Evadale with 5:31 to go. Bulldogs are up by 20. This is going to be a 30-second timeout.
Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg treats each customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those expectations. At Chuck Brown Ford, their reputation is your guarantee. They're located at 315 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road. The showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Chuck Brown Ford is happy to be a part of this broadcast.
All righty, very physical, aggressive here in the second half by Evadale. They got the ball here. Buford into the front court. Left side, Devin Terrell at the high post. Now Gary Farr back out front. Driving into the lane is Terrell. Missed the layup. Rebound to Farr. He goes up and scores. He's a strong kid. He got the follow-up. He's got 5. Evadale's not giving up. Well, out in deep East Texas in logging country, timber country, and there's a foul coming over the back. Easy called there. Ethan Buford came over the back of Clazel. And Buford picked up his second foul. That is 16 fouls on Evadale, 2 on Flatonia here in the second half. Bulldogs have it up by 18 points as we go under 5 minutes left in the game. Keyshawn on the near side. Works against Paterazzi. Goes over to Clazel on the far left. Flatonia playing almost a 4-corner here a little bit. Lane is wide open. They're spreading it out. Might as well run the clock a little. Here's Law back over to Keyshawn on the far left side. Works against Terrell. Keyshawn with the dribble, and there's a reach-in foul there. And that's going to be whistled against Devin Terrell, his third. And that ought to put Flatonia on the line for a 1-and-1, I believe. Unless the scoreboard is not right. Yep, that is. 17 fouls, 1-and-1 for Flatonia. Keyshawn Green at the line. He's got 12 points. His first trip to the foul line tonight. That's going to be short. Rebound tipped around. Guy fighting for it. Gets it out to Keyshawn. Keyshawn works the lane. And there's a move. That's going to be a foul, I believe, on Warren Brewer. Yep, Brewer with the foul. He blocked the shot but knocked him down on the floor. And Brewer picks up his second. And Keyshawn at the line shooting two. And one of the players here from Evadale having a issue with his uniform. Getting that taken care of. He wants to not even the official told me he's a sub in for this having a malfunction with the jersey. They're going to bring back in Jaden Gravis. Keyshawn Green at the line for two shots. That one's up and good. Actually, this is a 1-1. I'm going to change that. Second one, missed the second one. Rebound back out to Evadale. 56-37. 4.5 left in the ball game. Here is Ethan Buford. And an offensive foul called on Evadale. And the ball back to Flatonia. Full court pressure by Evadale. Flatonia inbounds it cross side over to Clazel. Clazel into the lane. Finds Guyton. Just lays it in. Open look. Good no-look pass there by Holden Clazel. Guyton now with 9. And the lead is back to 21. Trevin Wright has it. Gets harassed by Green. Loses the dribble. Gets it back. Kicks it into the right corner for Buford. Three. A high archer. No good. Rebound controlled by Clazel. Up the court to Keyshawn. Keyshawn will beat everybody down and score. Well, they're not going to catch him if he's in the open court. Back quickly the other way comes Evadale. Paterazzi over to far. Back out to the wing. Back to the near side. Brewer into the corner on the left side. Gravis. Into the low post far. Back out front for Brewer. Three-pointer. Top of the key off the back iron. Rebound. Luke Law for Flatonia. He races out the other way. 3-on-2. Guyton with the layup, scores again. 11 for Guyton. Flatonia's back up by 25 all of a sudden, 62-37. There's a foul on Jaden Guyton. Kind of bumped too much a little bit on far, and Guyton, that may be his. Now, I got him for 5. That may be it for him. Maybe not. My book is not right. That's fine. He's still out there, so it wasn't 5. Ball belongs to, they get it into Brewer. Missed the layup, got his own rebound, missed it again, and the rebound out of bounds. And who's it going to be? It's going to be off Campton Boats. 3:12 left. Flatonia on their way to round 3 against either Somerville or Milano. They get it inbound, stolen by Guyton. Back the other way comes, 3-on-2. He takes it through. Everybody misses the layup. Law for the rebound. In traffic, well, there's a lot of grabbing and pulling going on, and and Law gets fouled. He'll be at the line for 2, and that's going to be Anthony Paterazzi, his first. And Luke Law at the line. He hasn't scored tonight, which is a rarity. Has a chance here, shooting 2. Cliff, Sodek, and Keegan Green are coming in here shortly, and that free throw short. Ball. All right, 3 new guys for Flatonia. Bozo, Guyton, and Keyshawn come off. A couple of new faces in there for Evadale with 3:03 left. Flatonia's on the way to win number 31. Second one from Luke Law. He got it. First point of the night for Law. All right, Flatonia backing off a little bit on the pressure now with Jaden Gravis into the front court. Gravis still has it. Over to the right side. Open 3 by Trevin Wright is good. Number 0 with his first bucket of the night. They're still trying to press here. Holden Clazel hands it off to Law. Gets it across the timeline. 2:50 to go. 60-43, Flatonia. Holden will just bring it out. Run the clock here if they can. Close it. Plays it through the defense. Reverse scoop, layup and scores. His back was to the bucket, and he got it in. Plays it with 18. Their corner, Paterazzi back out front over to Trevin Wright. Right side of the lane. That scoop layup went off there. Had a lot of spin on it, but it went off the glass a little too hard. That would have been nice if it went in. Flatonia clears the boards. Back we come the other way. Law into the front court against Anthony Paterazzi. Pull-up jumper in the lane. No good. Rebound to Trevin Wright. Back comes Evadale. Wright pushes it up the right side into the corner. Ethan Buford, high arching three. Good. If you leave them open, they can hit them. And Buford, Terrell with now 8 points. Here's an errant pass by Flatonia, stolen by Trevin Wright. Right up the court, knocked away from him, and here comes Holden Clazel. Clazel with Dayton Cliff, 2-on-1, and Cliff gets the layup. He's got 7 in the lead, 67-43. Little jumper from the baseline near side here for Evadale. Paterazzi no good. Flatonia with the rebound. Under a minute and a half left. Flatonia's moving on to the third round. Here's Law in the right side of the lane, brings it back out front. Underneath the basket, with Keegan Green, he got fouled on that shot, no good, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Flatonia. All right, let's see here. Colden Clazel leaves. Sodek back in. Also, Quaddy Gillum into the game for Flatonia. 1:06 left. Evadale, not for the lack of trying tonight. They just don't have enough weapons. Can't score enough points to keep up with Flatonia's relentless press. Left corner, here is Riley Gravis in. Three-pointer, no good. Sodek with the rebound, threw it away. A missed shot, though, off the steal by Bennett, and it goes out of bounds, and last touch by Evadale. With 43 seconds to go. All right, here's Law into the front court. They're still trying to trap. Law behind the back dribble into the front court. 35 to go. Law still dribbling. Hands it off to Cliff. Underneath, Sodek wide open. Take the layup. First bucket for Duke Sodek. 69-43. 25 seconds to go. And a double dribble called on Ethan Buford. And let's see if they try to get the ball to Quaddy Gillum. They can run it out if they want to. 20 seconds. Here's Cliff. Just spread out the floor. Flatonia is going to take win number 31 tonight on to the third round, down to 11. The final score is going to be 69-43 here at Magnolia West. The Flatonia fans on their feet. They got a good team. They're 31-4, and that's it. The Bulldogs dominate this game from the start, defeating Evadale tonight 69-43. And there was never any doubt. They jumped out to an 8 or 9-0 lead, and it was all Flatonia from there. Evadale only loses 1-2 seniors off this team. They got a lot of sophomores. They're going to be back. Flatonia with a lot of seniors, and they get to play some more as they win tonight 69-43 to move on to round 3 early next week. Let's take a break, and we'll come back here to Magnolia West in just a moment.
It's tax season. Time to call David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service for professional help and assistance in preparing your personal or business taxes. They're up to date on the tax laws and how they affect your return. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service will also handle your accounting and payroll needs. To better serve you, they have 2 offices, one in Flatonia. Call 361-865-2301 and the other in Shiner. Call 361-594-8160. And they are proud to be a part of tonight's broadcast.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank, offering traditional banking that is here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations, so that we can build a better community together. So join Flatonia National Bank in supporting our local youth at tonight's game. Wishing the best of luck to the Flatonia Bulldogs. Please visit Flatonia National Bank in person or online at fnbshiner.com. Flatonia National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Hullab Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia. specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit hollowrealestate.com. Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikulinka, Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikulinka, Custom Builder Incorporated, 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
At Colorado Valley Telephone Cooperative, enhancing the quality of life for our members is our mission. That means investing in higher education for our local students. My name is Caitlin, a Customer Relations Assistant here at CVCTX. We are, once again, pleased to offer $5,000 scholarships to approximately 10 area students who reside in a cooperative member household. Applications are being accepted now through April 3rd. For complete scholarship details, visit cvctx.com/education. Colorado Valley Communications, where connections matter.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. This is Ron Beck Jr. with Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. Sale every Monday starting at 11:30 a.m. We, the Ronnie Beck family, have been serving Fayette County and the surrounding area for over 40 years, and we take pride in serving you. Selling your livestock is our business. We receive livestock 7 days a week. Our receiving pen is conveniently located here in LaGrange by the River Bridge at the old LaGrange Livestock. Come by and see us. For all your hauling needs, call me at 361-772-4806 or Chris Bombach, 512-304-8688, or Charles Zapalak, 979-702-0311. We also have receiving pens in Ellinger and Bernardo. We would like to thank all our customers for your continued business.
J. Bar Beef Foods has production plants in Welder and Weimar, and they offer quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations. To learn more, visit their website, jbfoods.com. That's J. Bar Beef Foods, proudly serving the area since 1959. Family owned and operated by the Janechka family. J. Bar Beef Foods is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
All righty, welcome back here to Magnolia West. A lot of photographs being taken tonight of the Flatonia basketball team. I think everybody in the bleachers over there got a team picture under the basket, and boy, they took control of this one early and never let up as they pull away to a 69-43 win over Evadale. They had a lead of 30 points at one point in the third quarter, led by, let's see here, they led 34-15 at the half. They had it up to 30 at one point. Then they got a little errand with the basketball, and Evadale had it down to 19, and then Flatonia got control over it again and rolls here 69-43. A lot of pretty balanced scoring attack for Flatonia tonight. Holden Clazel had 18, Keyshawn Green 15, Jaden Geitzen with 11, Camden Bozel with 11, 7 for Dayton Cliff, 4 for Keegan Green, 2 for Duke Sodek, and 1 point for Luke Law tonight in the game, and pick up win number 31, and they'll move on to take on either Somerville or Milano early part of next week. Only one player in double figures for Evadale. They've only got 2 seniors. They got a lot of sophomores on this team, so they're going to be back next year. Evadale tonight led by Ethan Buford with 11 points. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year as well. But it was all Flatonia, 69-43. Now 31-4 on the year, and again moving on to round 3. I've been trying to look up and see if I can find anything on that game between Milano and Somerville, and just when you want to look something up, Wi-Fi doesn't work so good, or they started a half an hour earlier than we did, and that's who Flatonia will be in action against them next week. So. Well, hopefully tomorrow morning, I'm sure I will have all those details for you on tomorrow. But tonight it was all Bulldogs as they rolled here 69-43. I want to thank all the folks here at Magnolia West, well, they were really good. I mean, they kept in contact with, I think I talked to their folks 3 times this week about setup and everything over here, and everything was great. And I want to thank them for everything. Let's run through a great list of sponsors for tonight. Joel's Barbecue, the Flatonia Family Health Center, Tex Propane, S&S Grain Incorporated, Chuck Brown Ford, David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service, the Flatonia National Bank, Hull Up Real Estate, Don Mikulinka Custom Builders Incorporated, Oviedo Auto Group, Colorado Valley Communications, the Flatonia Livestock Commission Company, and J Bar B Foods. Thank all those folks for making it possible. Thanks to Mike Anders doing all the button pushing. He runs the show, during these games. So thanks to Mike, and thank you all for listening. And a good result once again here tonight. It was Flatonia 69 and the Evadale Rebels 43. And Bulldogs move on now to round number 3 next week. All right, that's going to wrap it up here from Magnolia West. Mike Anders, I'm Gary Dushek. Everybody enjoy your weekend. And good night from Magnolia, Texas.